eshu mudha vishayeshu baddha ragorupashena sudurdamena ayanti niryanti adha urdhvamuchaihi swakarma dutena javena nitaha. Shankaracharya says in the 75th verse of Vivekachudamani that ya eshu mudaha, those mudaha, fools, who are yaha vishayeshu baddha, those who are bound or who are tied to sense objects, objects of sense experience, vishayeshu baddha. What is their plight? What is their condition? They are ragoho pashena, they are uru pashena, a fat rope, thick rope. By that thick rope of what? Raga, of attachment. They are bound, baddha, they have been tied up by a thick rope of attachment. And what kind of rope is that? Which is sudurdamena. That pasha or the rope is something which cannot be broken, which cannot be torn or cut. That rope is so strong and it is so thick that it cannot be cut. The rope is of attachment. And because of this, these foolish people, which is most of the people in the world, ayanti, they come to this world. That means they take birth. And niryanti, they die. And die means they will again go back and again come back. But people don't understand that this is foolishness. Urdhvam uchaihi, and they go up and they come down. Up and down means they sometimes think high thoughts, sometimes they think about pleasures of the sense objects. And swakarma dutena javena nitaha, and they are carried by the force of the duta or ambassador. What is the ambassador? Swakarma, the different actions which person performs and also the effect that action has. So if you enjoy the sensory enjoyments, then you will want to enjoy it again and again. If you eat a food, you will want to eat it again and again. And every time this bondage is only strengthened. It is only made more powerful by your performing some acts. In Bhagavata, we get the example of King Mayavati, who lived for 1,000 years, enjoyed, and then he borrowed the life of his son. That technology we don't know now, otherwise everybody would die. Other people will simply threaten and tell that you give me your life. Now we have lost that technology. Thank God. So this Mayavati, he took 1,000 years of his son and again enjoyed. And later on he did not get any satisfaction. He says that you cannot satisfy your senses by enjoying. It is like pouring ghee on the fire to put off the fire. You cannot put off. And swakarma dutena, your own actions and the effect of these actions are acting like an ambassador who is pulling you to come again and again in this world and go away again and again. Shankaracharya says these people are all mudha. Another place also he says, we know, bhaja govindam, bhaja govindam, bhaja govindam, bhaja govindam, mudamate. Mudamate means one who is having dull intellect. Shankaracharya says this. But what do people say? people say that Shankaracharya is a foolish person. So, if in a house a boy or a girl is there and they come of age, say they have studied and they have acquired some good qualification, some job, they are having a, as they call in the world, decent job. So they are settled in life. And settled in life, and afterwards, what happens? That all the parents are bent upon getting the child married. It is sadism. You know what is sadism, right? A person gets happiness by giving suffering to other person. That is called sadism. So it's a psychological disorder. Almost all of you or all of the people in the world are suffering from that disorder. What? That I suffered, so how can you not suffer? So I got married. No, marriage, I have not got anything against marriage. But I got married. So if you don't want to marry also, no. It is my duty that you should get married. It is my duty that you should get married. So if a boy or a girl runs away with another boy or girl, it is okay. That is not a problem. That never is a problem. If a girl has got 5 boyfriends or a boy has got 5 girlfriends, that is also okay. That's the norm, no? That's the fashion. That's the in thing to do today. But if somebody goes to the ashrama, if somebody studies Gita, if somebody chants, even people who call themselves devotees, because if you call yourself devotee, you will not become one. If even people who call themselves devotee, when their children who are 15 something or 20 something want to study scriptures, they immediately say, না 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 এখন এগুলো পড়বে না, এখন পড়াশোনা করো, এখন আশ্রম যেতে হবে না. That is what people say. Why? They think this is all foolish. In your heart of heart, you think that this is all foolish, and what is the logic? এটাই যদি ঠিক হতো তাহলে সবাই করত. If this were true, then everyone would do. So long back, about 15 years back, a boy told me that Swamiji, you say Vedanta, Vedanta, and if Vedanta is so great, then all people would have followed it. So it is not great because people are not following. I said, no, that is not true. Whatever is great will not be followed by all people, because if greatness were to be measured by the number of people follow that, then who would be great? Michael Jackson would be great. Madonna would be great. Britney Spears would be great. They would be great, not Vedanta. So it is not the number of people who follow it. And Swamiji says in many places that this is not for masses. But at the same time, we have to remember that that is what you are doing is foolishness. Down south in India, in Kerala, there was a person who was a mad person, or at least people in the state of Kerala thought he was mad. What he used to do, there was a small hillock, and in the morning he used to push a big rock, big piece of rock to the top of the hillock. Whole morning up to noon or afternoon, he used to work on that. And that hillock was like this. So he will go on top and he will be very happy that he has pushed the rock up to the top. And then what he will do? He will push it down. So it will come down again and he will clap his hands. So people saw this and said, this fellow is a madcap. He has nothing to do, and that is what he does. So one person who was little spiritual and something saw some signs of some spiritual evolution in this person. And then he said, no, this person cannot be a madcap. He went and asked that, sir, you do this, what is this? Why do you do? He said, that is what all of you are doing. That is what all of you are doing. You are coming to this world, again incurring all the bondage and again going. And like Sri Ramakrishna says, when somebody goes to take bath in the Ganges, all the sins or all the papas, they are sitting on the tree, on the bank of the Ganges. The moment this person takes a dip and comes up, they will again catch this fellow. On Ganges, they cannot do anything, okay? But they will come out and do. But no, nowadays it is also not true. In Ganges itself, they do all kinds of things. They take a boat and then they go. Ki korbo, picnic korbo. What? On the Gongar Bokke picnic. You take this and take and drink and do all sorts of nonsense on the. So Sri Ramakrishna also used to go on the Ganges and sing bhajans, go into ecstasy, etc. But now this is what people do. And if you are staying in Belur Mutt, suddenly you will see dim dum dum dum, something like that sound will come. What? From Ganga it is coming. Why? That Kundu Travels or somebody has suddenly given one boat and these people are singing and coming. So that is what. So even in Ganga, people do all these type of things. Even in Kedarnath, people do all these type of things. I heard a person went to a Chardham Yatra. The driver was telling. He went to a Chardham Yatra and what did he do? Every day he wanted one bottle. Every day he wanted one bottle. That is this Chardham Yatra. So in Yamunotri he is having one bottle. In Gangotri he is having one bottle. What will happen? So by doing Chardham, what will you get? Nothing you will get. So foolish. All of us are foolish. And we are such a fool that we don't know that we are fool. We keep on emphasizing the foolishness. You wear so many clothes, you stand in front of the mirror and you say that ami, me, I, mine. This is foolishness. This is constantly being emphasized. So first we have to realize that we are fools. But generally, what do we think? That all monks are fools, all ashramas are foolish places, and that is what people do. And because of this sadist psychology, a person wants to somehow find, something is going wrong. How can a person be good? Person cannot be good. He has to be bad. Because I am bad, other people also should be bad. There cannot be any good person. So there is this losing of faith in goodness. Swamiji says, have faith in goodness, but we have lost faith in goodness. So we'll say, no. Something gondogol ache. Something is wrong. So you see, this is what foolishness is. And why is that happening? Because all that kind of impurity, all kinds of samskaras, tendencies are there inside somebody. Bankim Chandra, when he went to meet Sri Ramakrishna, or Sri Ramakrishna met him, and Sri Ramakrishna asked what is the goal of human life, and he said Ahar Nidra Maithun. And that is now printed in gospel and everyone knows that and everybody talks about it. And Sri Ramakrishna even then said that yes, what you are doing, that is what you are belching. So that has been told. Now there are so many people for whom Sri Ramakrishna is nobody, but Bankim Chandra is a god. And these stupid people, they said that no, Bankim Chandra just was joking. Now why would a person who is meeting a person like Sri Ramakrishna joke in the beginning itself? What is the logic? But no, these people will say, no. Bankim was joking. He was such a great scholar and he was just joking seeing Sri Ramakrishna. And Sri Ramakrishna was a stupid person, so he could not understand that joke. This is what all the people, what in Bengali is called Buddhijivi, keep on telling about this incident. Why? Because they don't want to accept that Bankim Chandra was not a spiritual person. They want to show that Bankim Chandra was greater than Sri Ramakrishna. And this is what happens. Why? Because who was Sri Ramakrishna after all? He lived for 50 years and what did he have? Nothing. Some old fellow could not even speak properly and spoke in a very, very rustic Bengali accent. So what did he have? Nothing. And this Bankim Chandra, established in society, how can we even compare him to Sri Ramakrishna? That is the idea. That is what we all think. So our idea of establishing, getting settled in life is that you get married, you have money, you have wealth, and later on you have your mind in pieces. But that is different, that nobody will see. But you should have a good visiting card, everything, then you are settled in life. But actually you are unsettled in life. So that we think. This is what people think. Why? Because of, as Sri Ramakrishna says, if you put garlic in one bowl, that will smell of garlic even though you keep on washing it many times. So this is our condition. We think we are very foolish, very intelligent, and all these people, very few people who are trying to attain the supreme reality or are trying to understand the true personality, these people are all foolish. But what are we? What is our plight? In the next verse, Shankaracharya says, Shabdadibihi panchabireva pancha, panchatva mapuhu swagunena baddhaha, Kuranga matanga patanga meena, bringa naraha panchaviranchita kim. What is your plight? Your plight is that you are being torn apart by five kinds of sense enjoyments. Five senses, sense organs of touch, sight, hearing, smell, taste, etc. These are pulling you in five different directions. The example is given Shabdadi Bihi, because of sound, etc. That means sound, smell, taste, sight, etc. Panchabireva Pancha. All these different five sense experiences, each one of this sense experience gets a particular living being to die. Panchatvam apuhu. Panchatvam, to attain Panchatva means to get merged with the Panchabhuta, means the five elements. What are the five elements? Sky, water, earth, air, and fire. So, to get merged in these five elements, that means to die. That is called Panchatvam, Apuhu. So, to apnoti, Panchatvam, attaining Panchatvam. So, there are some living beings which are attached to only one sense object or one sense experience, and because of that they die. What are they? Kuranga. Kuranga means deer. Deer. So deer is attached to which sense organ, experience? Which sense? Sound. So if deer hears any sound, it will simply stand still like that. So people who hunt deer, what they do is they produce a sound, and when the deer stands still, then they kill the deer. That is how you kill a deer. So the deer is standing still because of the sound, and its ears will be like this. Because of that sound, it is attracted to sound. It will stand still like that, and at that time will lose its life. Panchatva mapuhu. It will lose its life. And then matanga, elephant. The other day also I was telling elephant. How is an elephant caught? So elephant catching, you can see if you go to Kerala and all that places. Actually, elephant is caught more in Kerala and used also more in Kerala for various works. So there will be a huge pit, very deep, so that an elephant can fall into it. And then what happens? There will be one she elephant, and the she elephant will go, or if that is a female elephant which they have to catch, he elephant, male elephant will go and touch the elephant. So for elephant, the sense of touch is very intoxicating. It is totally, the elephant is completely slave to the sense of touch. So this elephant will go and touch that elephant. That's all. That elephant will go into samadhi and it will stand like this. So then this elephant will go on pushing that other elephant and take that elephant and put it into that pit. And this elephant cannot think. It will do like this, like this. It will keep on zoom. It will keep on shaking like that. Zoom barabar. So that is what that will do. And then Kuranga, Matanga, Patanga. And you see this Patanga, that is the moth. So if you have some kind of lamp, the moth will come to that lamp. Because it is attracted to what? Form. It is attracted to Rupa or sight. So one sense organ it is attracted to, that is sight. So whenever it sees some kind of flame, it will come. It wants to see the sight and it will go and when sometimes you have seen, they have this fly catching, what is that? There is one light is there. In some places they keep. Of course here we don't have flies. but wherever planes, they have flies, so now and then there will be sound like that gone. Ram Nam Satya hai. So this patanga, because it has got that attachment to form, attachment to sight, it goes there and it dies. Kuranga, Matanga, Patanga, Meena. And Meena. Meena is fish. So how is fish caught? You put a small worm or something, bait, and the fish sees. It is attached to taste. It is attached to taste. Not only fish, but also all taste, tongue. Not only fish, but all diabetics are also attached to taste. That is how they die. But it is a slower death, slow poison. So earlier there was so much rasgulla and people did not bother. The moment you get sugar, then you are so much fond of rasgulla. Then you think, no, how can you? Before you would not maybe take rice, bhat, but you would say, no, we will have something like that. But after you get diabetes, you say, duto bhat na gele ki kora hobe. That is how it happens. So why? Because this attachment of taste. So Meena. And this worm it will eat and that's all, it will go. Then it is attached to taste and then afterwards it has become tasty dish. Then Bringa. Bringa is that bee. Bee sits. How does bee die? Bee goes and sits in lotus. So if you don't know already, lotus has got this wonderful quality that it blooms on sunrise, at sunrise, and again closes at sunset. So the bee goes and sits in the lotus and it thinks, wow, wonderful. So why is it? It is caught by the smell of lotus. So smell is another attachment. Now he goes and sits and says, oh, so nice smell. So after some time I will go. After some time I will go. But after some time it never goes and it is closed and then it dies there. So Shankaracharya says that just being attached to one sense object or one sense, all these living beings die. But what will happen to human being who is attached to all these five senses? For human being, all these five senses, suppose you are talking and then suddenly there is some good music, immediately your mind will go away there. Suppose there is some nice biryani smell is going to come, your mind will go away there. Suppose somebody good looking or some good thing is seen, flower or something, your mind will go away there. And somebody touches you, that's all. You will become like that, samadhi. So all these things happen to human being. That means what will happen to human being? Panchabiranchita kim naraha. What will happen to nara or human being who is attached to all these five sense organs? Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat.